Now, I don't want to hear y'all say I'm nothing but an honest woman, and an honest woman, she drinks her whiskey at 7 o'clock, okay? We're having a little fun tonight on stream. We have about 4 minutes, so if you want to grab a drink, get something to eat, get a snack, we'll be starting stream soon, and we will be doing the Rafayel solo card tonight. A little read through, a little react, a little whiskey for the woman. I'll see y'all soon, okay? There you are, little light. Welcome home. Welcome home. As I said before, we're having a little fun. We're having a little fun today. Well, actually, we'll talk about it in a second. Let me bring us into our scene here. Hello! Welcome home! Welcome home, Frosty. Welcome home, Mai. Welcome home, Whisper. Never gonna miss her. Welcome home, Shar. Welcome home, Spirit. Welcome home, Jute. Hi. Good evening. Good times out. This evening for me. I had a stressful day, and I have decided to combat a stressful day with a little bit of whiskey. So we might be a little fun, a little bubbly this stream. Shar, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I love to see that. I love to see that. I was reviewing my socials just a moment ago, and I was like, wow, we actually have a lot to celebrate. I very nearly have 100 subs. 1,000 subs on YouTube. We're getting very close to that. We almost have 100 subs, and that's right, subs here on Twitch. We currently have like 70, I think, on Twitch, and that's incredible. Thank you all so much for that. I was gonna say 100 sounds really low, but we do have, I think, 100 on Instagram, which was really impressive considering that my posting habits over there are not regular. We have gotten 3.8 something. I don't keep up with my Twitter numbers, but we've gotten some kind of interval on Twitter that I was looking at, and I was like, wow, it's really nice that I have so many people here. As I said, I finally checked my email for real this time. Found a whole bunch of Steam codes for games from, I guess, indie developers. Gotta look into it. Legitimate codes. And I'm gonna make some time for them next week, and I'm gonna email them and see if I can do anything for you guys with that. See if I can hook you guys up at all. Yeah. I was just looking at all of my stats and all of my metrics, and I was like, it doesn't feel like I've grown because it's not what I'm paying attention to. Like, I just want to create something beautiful. Yes, Yono! Also, hi! Welcome home, Yono. Welcome home, Timmy. I know Timmy probably still can't hear me. Can someone say welcome home to Timmy? I'm drinking juice. Yeah, I know, Timmy. Steam codes for games in 2025. I know. They're cozy games. There was one, I felt bad. They gave me a code for a game a couple of months ago that it was like a $30 game. And I was like, oh. And I just didn't see it because my email was automatically sorting them into folders, and it sorted it into the folder with all the junk mail. And I was looking through it, and I was like, oh no, this is like a legitimate, I don't know how, why, but this is a legitimate thing. So I started redeeming the Steam codes, and they were games that looked really cute, and some of them I had bought on my own, even without the codes. So I was like, all right, we gotta make time for this. If they're giving me free games, I want to honor that, and I want to support that. But that was really great. So yeah, a lot to celebrate over the course of the last 3 months, I think. We've hit some really big goals, and goals that I didn't even really have. But I just think it's really cool getting to hang out with all of you and talk to you guys and share the things that I really love, like Infinity Nikki and Love and Deepspace and Petite Planet, and other things that we're gonna do. I wanted to gauge all of your feelings too. I've really been struggling lately, and I kind of hate hosting donathons, but I was looking at it and I was like, man, I'm thinking it would work out really well for me if I did a donathon the week of Christmas. We're not celebrating Christmas in my home. Things are just like really dark for my family around Christmas, and so more or less, we're just kind of not celebrating it. So I was like, you know, rather or not we hit the goals, donathons are still really fun because we do lots of silly things and I make lots of silly redeems for them. So I wanted to ask, do you all think you would like a donathon for Christmas? For Christmas week? Let me know what you think about that. Hola, Claudia. I'm sorry, Claudia. I don't know what that says. I wish I did. But I'm doing good, and I hope you're doing good too. Thanks for showing up. But yeah. I'm talking a lot because I know people are still kind of filtering in. And we're gonna start the card here in a moment. It's gonna be a lot of me reading. But this one is not nearly as long as the myth cards. So this shouldn't be a 5-hour stream like Silas's was. This one might actually be like an hour. Yeah, might be longer than an hour because I do read everything, but I'm projecting like an hour, I think this one will be. But you guys have to listen to me talk first because I'm stalling so that everybody who just saw my notification can filter in and see what is up. Let me make sure that everything is good on that end, actually, now that I'm looking at it. You're projecting 6 or 7 hours? I can't do that. I finally got some really good progress done. I say finally. I've been trying really hard to work and stream and do all this stuff at the same time. I finally got some really good progress done today in Live 2D. And I really want to get back to it. So the streams have been shorter just so that I can get my Live 2D work done more and more. Okay. I think I have stalled long enough. Is anyone excited for the Rafayel card? I'm excited for the Rafayel card. I really like Rafayel. Rafayel and Caleb are kind of tied for my next one. And this was the solo card that came out last month. And I don't really know what to expect. Sometimes they're like really romantic, and sometimes they're just kind of like sweet, fluffy cards, and I kind of think this is going to be on the sweet, fluffy end. I don't know. I do not know. So, enough stalling, right? Let's play the game. Thank you, Kane, for the owl tax. You're just in time. We're about to start the Rafayel card, and I know you've been warming up to Rafayel. How you doing, Kane? Welcome home. Alright. Recently, a new wave of protocore smugglers has emerged in Lincoln City. Behind these criminals, there seems to be a much larger conspiracy lurking in the shadows. Whoa! Whoa! Let's start. Hello? Captain, I was just about to head to the Association's building.
Stop investigating the smuggled protocors for now.
What?
Jackie got in a car crash this morning. However, the incident report shows it wasn't an accident. We're not sure if they set their sights on you as well. Take a couple of days off, just to be safe.
If we stop investigating, we'll lose our leads.
Are they more important than your safety?
Oh, but...
It's okay. We need to wait for the right moment to catch all of them. As soon as we get new leads, I'll find a way to bring you back in. Use this as a chance to relax and unwind. It's not a bad thing. That's all for now. Stay safe.
Soon after, my hunter's watch quietly notifies me that my work status has been changed to currently on leave. I just really want to find out. A news article suddenly pops up on my computer. As soon as I see Rafayel in the headline, I click on it before my brain can even process what I'm doing. Renowned artist Rafayel breaks another record in the art market with his latest work. 1, 2, 3. How many zeros is that? I wish my career could be even half as successful as his. Speak of the devil. I clear my throat and try to shake off the emotional weight from my work troubles before answering Rafayel's call.
Hey, it's me. What you doing?
Claudia, I can't read that right now, but I do see that you're talking about 100 subscribers, and I'm very, very close. On YouTube, I think I'm 80 subscribers away, which is pretty huge for 2 months. So I'm really excited about that. I'm counting how much money you've made recently.
I made a lot, yeah. So I'm wondering how I can spend it. Can you help me out?
It is Frosty. It's fictional men time. What? Are you planning to travel around the world? Is that why you need a bodyguard now? I mean, my work is important, but your safety is important too. I'll definitely consider going on a long vacation with you.
But I'm not really interested in traveling around the world. It's exhausting, you know. You get sunburned, and what's worse is having to deal with planes. My plans aren't going to involve stuff like that. You should focus on protecting Lincoln City.
Then why do you need my help?
Thomas and I have been talking about gallery renovations to help elevate its aesthetics. During the renovation, I need to find a place to temporarily store my finished and unfinished pieces. You know I don't have any extra storage space. And after giving it some thought, I've decided that your place is the best option.
I guess a few paintings should fit.
It's settled then. I'll call the movers right away. Oh, and you don't need to wait at home. You can complete some missions. I'll handle everything myself.
Actually, I can help you. Jenna gave me some time off, so I'm free for the next few days.
Really? That's great. I'll start moving the paintings over.
Two hours later, Rafayel arrives with a team to move in painting after painting into my living room. Over the next 2 or 3 days, more of them continue to arrive. Several days later, I immediately rush over to the gallery when there's hardly any space left for walking.
Rafayel, listen to what the two lawyers have to say first, and don't make any decisions by yourself.
Take care, Claudia. Yeah, Rafayel just moved like 5 million paintings into my apartment. I feel like she's stressed right now. She's like, I can't do the thing I want at work. My apartment is full of Raffael's paintings. And then whatever's going on, because he's always up to something. What if Thomas is the 6th love interest? He's married. He has a child. He is not the 6th love interest. Better question. What if Raphael's aunt is the 6th love interest? Now she's pretty nice. I like her. Most of the gallery's contents have been cleared out. Even the sofas in the reception area are covered with sheets. Two people holding documents are patiently explaining something to Raphael. Seeing me approach, Raphael turns his head and waves.
Miss Bodyguard, you're here to see moi?
Mm-hmm. I'm here to see how the gallery renovation is coming along. Confused, I look around, and the glasses that were originally displayed at the bar are shattered across the floor, and there are muddy footprints everywhere.
You're just in time. Let me introduce you to Jace and Lynn. They're lawyers.
You need to consult lawyers for renovations?
They're here to help me handle a few things.
Someone broke in last night and wrecked the place.
Of course they did. Thank you for the owl attacks, Elk Lord. Welcome home, my dear.
Fortunately, everything had already been cleared out because of the renovations. They didn't get their hands on anything.
Don't worry. Thomas already filed a police report. They've pulled footage from the security cameras at the entrance. It's just a matter of time before they catch whoever did this.
Whether they catch them or not doesn't really matter. Nothing was stolen. But they were definitely targeting you. Don't take it lightly.
Smiling, Raphael says nothing, picks up a pen from the coffee table and twirls it. I rarely see this kind of expression on his face. What's going on?
Raphael's previous auction sales are under suspicion for money laundering. The amount of cash being transferred is unusually high.
The auction procedures and processes are also questionable. Many items didn't undergo third-party price evaluations before bidding began. The bidding process wasn't recorded, and the records are inaccessible.
In short, the entire process has left evidence that works against Mr. Rafayel. This complex situation must be dealt with in a meticulous manner.
But if there are problems at every step, doesn't that prove that someone is targeting him? Concerned, I look at Raphael. He gives the back of my hand a gentle pat.
You might not know since you're not part of our world, but this isn't anything special.
He just pats the back
First,
of my
they
hand.
engineer a serious problem. Then they swoop in to help when you're desperate. Once you owe them a huge favor, you have to do their bidding. They've been trying to recruit Rafayel for years. They're using the same tricks again.
Raphael places the pen back on the coffee table, and disdain flickers in his eyes.
On the bright side, they're only framing you for money laundering and not sending you to the hospital. They're very considerate.
Considerate.
Yeah, I should thank them for being civilized this time.
I attacked you before? When did that happen? Raphael and Thomas fall silent. Neither say a word. If I shouldn't be here, I can head back.
Wait. I was thinking about how I should explain it to you. I'm not asking you to leave, cutie.
No, he doesn't want me to go. The two lawyers and Thomas move away to give us some privacy.
I won't speak in riddles with you.
Raphael softly sighs and leans back against the sofa. He props his head up with one hand as he gazes at the documents on the coffee table.
When I just entered the world of art, they appeared on my doorstep. They were hoping I'd help them out with some stuff. I didn't agree, so they gave me a little surprise. They hired some thugs to dent my car.
They're lawless people, huh?
I guess it's partially my fault, too. I was unaware of those underhanded schemes back then. And aside from not knowing how to be tactful or diplomatic, I was ignorant of preserving people's dignity when turning them down. That's all in the past now, though. Dwelling on it is pointless.
I hook my finger around his and gently trace the calluses he developed from years of holding brushes and pens. It's so annoying. Why didn't you tell me about it before?
You just said it was annoying. Why would I tell you about things that upset you?
Excuse me, Mr. Raphael. The police just called. They would like for us to go to the station.
Raphael brushes his finger against my palm before releasing me and walking over to Jace.
Let's go.
I'm coming with you.
I have the lawyers with me. Don't worry. You should go home.
Oh, okay. He slips on his suit jacket and adjusts his cuffs. With a serious expression, he moves closer.
We can't talk now, but later. I'll tell you everything later. I probably won't have time to feed the fish or water the plants. I can only entrust these very important tasks to you.
They're not as important as what's going on now. I'd rather accompany you.
I also need to trouble you with a matter that's more important than everything else combined.
As he speaks, he sends a location to my phone. Judging by the name, it looks like an automobile repair shop.
Can you go there and help me get a car repaired?
Puzzled, I look at the location.
The car from that incident has been sitting in the auto repair shop this whole time. It's time to give it a new beginning.
In just a few days, news of Raphael's involvement in the case has spread like wildfire. Compared to the media frenzy and industry gossip, this auto repair shop on the west side of the city feels desolate. I haven't seen a soul on my way here. Hello? Mr. Wade? Are you here? I poke my head into the automobile repair shop and call out a couple of times. A moment passes before I can hear footsteps.
Who is it?
The middle-aged man seems to be in his 40s. He holds a water bottle in one hand and a wrench in the other. He looks at me from head to toe, then takes the towel draped over his shoulder and wipes away his sweat.
Does your car need to be repaired?
Do you recognize this receipt? Raphael gave it to me. When I show the receipt to Wade, his face lights up as soon as he sees the name.
Rafayel. Yeah, it's a unique name. And the guy's kind of weird.
It's not that unique. I know at least one Ninja Turtle that shares that same name. It's not weird.
Did he send you? He sold the car to you?
No, he just asked me to tell you that the car needs to be repaired.
I figured as much. He keeps saying the car isn't for sale. A perfectly good car sitting here for years. He won't fix it, sell it, or say he doesn't want it. He remembers to pay me a fee every year, though. Your friend's an interesting person. Follow me. The car's out back.
He takes the receipt. With a sweeping gesture, he leaves the auto repair shop and pulls up a roller shutter. And just like that, I see the sports car that's been stored in the warehouse. The bumper has a dent, the windshield is broken, and both doors are caved in to varying degrees. Raphael was understating the severity when he said dent.
Scary, ain't it? If this car didn't have good safety features, he would have been in the hospital for months after a crash like this. He only broke his arm. Pretty lucky, all things considered.
He broke his arm?
Yeah, his arm was bandaged up when he stopped by.
Do you remember the details of what happened?
Of course. How often do I get to see a car this nice in my lifetime? The traffic control people kept pressuring him to get his car, so he had to sneak out of the hospital. He was giving me instructions while answering calls from the hospital staff. He told me he was an artist. Injuring his right arm like that was serious, so he was in a really bad mood. The poor guy seemed lonely. He went through all of that without anyone helping him. You're his girlfriend, right? How's he been lately? What made him decide to get the car fixed?
He's... Sorry, there's a sound in the cinematic that sounds like there's somebody in my house working on something, and I was like, is there someone working on something? No, it's just the sound from the yeah. I think he's doing pretty well. He's been so busy that he couldn't focus on other things. He has some time now, which is why he wants to get the car repaired.
Yeah, that's how it should be. It'd be a waste to let a nice car sit in this junkyard.
Wade wipes away what little dust has settled in the car before opening the hood. During the second day of the repair process, parts arrive. All the packages are addressed to me. After signing for them, I hand them over to Wade. On the third day, Rafayel appears in the auto repair shop.
You finally decided to show up?
It's been a while, Wade. I see you've got quite a few cars out front. Business must be going well.
Wade immediately goes on a rant about him abandoning the car. Rafayel doesn't retort. He runs his hand over the steering wheel before giving me a sheepish smile. Rafayel spends the entire day helping Wade. As the sun starts to set, Wade tells us that he needs to go home to cook dinner for his daughter, so Rafayel and I go outside for a walk. The evening breeze carries the setting sun's warmth. Our shadows elongate as we walk. Recent events have kept me preoccupied. I can barely remember the last time Rafayel and I walked like this. Seeing that I've yet to say anything, Rafayel starts stepping on my shadow. Huh? Hey, that'll stunt my growth.
Really? You think you're gonna gain a few centimeters at this point?
You never know. I try to step on his shadow, but Rafayel reacts quickly and dodges. That's not fair. We chase each other along the empty road. The sun slowly falls below the horizon. Every ray of the evening glow seems to melt into his eyes as he looks into the distance. Are you gonna say something, Rafayel?
You want to ask a question or two?
I have a lot to ask about, but I don't know where to start.
Start with the car, then. It was on the news. You might still find articles about it if you look it up.
The idea of looking up Raphael's name with the terms like car accident or accident never once crossed my mind. I immediately pull out my phone. Upstart artist trapped in the mountains for 2 hours because of awful car accident. The photo accompanying the article shows a winding mountain road. That's probably where it occurred. The car was smashed to pieces. His right arm was broken, and he waited in the vehicle for nearly 2 hours before being rescued. The words send a chill down my spine.
I didn't notice them at first. It wasn't until they forced me to turn that I realized what was happening. Fortunately, I wasn't driving too quickly. It could have been worse.
Sorry, I'm getting some lip gloss.
Since it was up in the mountains during the middle of the night, A lot of time passed before the ambulance found me. I was basically the new kid on the block. I didn't know anyone. Having no one to call during a moment like that made everything really pathetic.
You couldn't contact anyone? Wasn't Thomas in Lincoln?
We weren't close back then.
Raphael touches my furrowed brow.
It was a long time ago, okay? You don't need to feel angry on my behalf. Though, the whole thing was actually a wake-up call. This city and the art industry, there are a lot of dark sides to them that I never knew about. If I kept being bold and high-profile about everything, who knows what kind of trouble I could have attracted aside from them. But things are different now. If someone wants to mess with me, they'll have to go through my bodyguard first.
Of course. I take Raphael's hand, and our fingers intertwine. No matter what happens to you, I need to be the first to know.
Yeah.
The streetlights flicker on, and the light in Raphael's gaze shifts ever so slightly. Then he leans in.
You never asked me about why I decided to get the car repaired. Aren't you curious?
Seems like it's your business. It's your car. It's not my business. Yeah, you have your reasons. You must have your reasons.
Not really. I just felt like it was time. It was once the highlight of every car show. It can't stay hidden in a dark warehouse forever.
So, you feel it's a pity?
It's not just that. I feel guilty. You can tell that it's an exceptional car. I wonder how much time the designers and engineers spent on it. They really poured their heart and soul into every detail. But after a few months in my hands, it was damaged beyond recognition. How could I care for it when I couldn't even take care of myself?
This is one of those moments where it's like, this isn't about the car. It is, but it isn't, you know? He turns, grabs my hand, and leads me back the way we came.
Let's return to the auto shop. Wade should be on his way back.
Our footsteps echo through the silent complex, and Raphael's back fills my entire vision. What's going on in the present is different from the past, Raphael. I'm a first-rate bodyguard.
Even you learned how to brag after spending so much time with me.
What do you mean? I purse my lips and look down. My watch flashes to show it detected energy fluctuations. I follow the signal to a nearby area filled with scrap cars, but after conducting a thorough search, I don't find any anomalies.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. I'll make a note of the location and report it to Captain Jenna. I should wait for further instructions before doing anything else. I don't want to tip anyone off. Two days later. Raphael and I have been working hard in Wade's auto repair shop. The results are so far impressive. As soon as the engine is turned on, its roar echoes throughout the entire complex.
What about the paint job? Do you want to change the color? My paint mixing is as good as anyone's. Just name a color and I'll guarantee you'll be happy with the result.
Raphael falls silent. Then he turns to me.
I'm terrible at picking colors. You decide.
Then, We should let it keep its original color. I think there's a cat. There's a cat in my room. Is there a cat in my room? Speak now if there's a cat in my room. I think it was a meow drive-by. I think it was a single meow drive-by. Even though we practically replaced every single part over these past few days, I wanted to have the same appearance as it did when it was Rafayel's companion. Since we did a good job with the repairs, let's make those dents and scratches look like they never existed. Two days later, there's a breakthrough in the Association's protocore smuggling case. I rush only over to discover that there's not much for me to do. Just as I'm about to head home, deflated, Rafayel sends me a message.
Memorize my last interview. By the time you get to the answer for the second question, I'll be right in front of you.
What a weird request. That's such a weird request. Oh my gosh. I almost dropped my dropped my iPad. I pull up the transcript from his last magazine interview and start reading it aloud with text-to-speech. When it comes to choosing the subject matter, I've always believed that inspiration should come first. No matter how rare the natural scenery or cultural landmarks are, they've already been depicted in the works of master artists countless times. I don't need to belabor my own interpretation. When I finish memorizing the first question for Rafayel, the faint sound of an engine roaring drifts up from below. Huh? I leave the association's building and see a stunning sports car parked out front. Everyone is drawn to it without thinking. Of course, the person in the driver's seat is the main attraction. He's looking to the side while his fingers rest on the steering wheel. He slightly quirks an eyebrow once he sees me. Wade painted it that quickly? It looks amazing. Rafayel turns around. Resting his hands on the car window, he looks at me. The evening breeze ruffles his hair, which accentuates his usual air of casual indifference.
Of course it does. Didn't you see who was working in the auto shop every day?
Of course I saw Wade. Rafayel reaches out and taps the tip of my nose. His expression says he can't be bothered to argue with me. Unhurriedly, he gets out of the car and opens the passenger door.
Do you want to go for a spin with me?
Let's go. Evening rush hour is the opposite of what anyone would call a leisurely drive. Traffic is heavy and congested. After crawling forward just a few meters, we stop at another red light. The giant screen outside the mall switches from ads to the news. Rafayel's photo appears prominently alongside words like cover-up and money laundering. After watching the entire news segment, he gets a phone call.
Hello, Mr. Jace.
Mochi Bears says, love the romance. I used to play Atome games growing up. Have you played? I have not played Diabolic Lovers. I've heard of it. But I'm so huge into Love and Deepspace. This is kind of like the one that I have time for. But that sounds really fun. I've been wanting to get into it. Maybe when I have some time in the future, I'll go back and I'll play Diabolic Lovers. Also, hello! Welcome home. I hope you're doing well. Why does the name Diabolic Lovers sound so familiar? I think we've talked about it before, Can. Once or twice. Raphael answers the phone. When the light turns green, he steers away from the main road, and the car moves into a secluded, quiet side street. A space by the roadside is just a few steps away. He parks the car.
Mr. Raphael, I'm ready to submit the rest of the evidence.
All right. I'll bring that painting to your office later.
The painting. It must be the one that was sold for an astronomical price.
This completes our evidence collection. No matter how much the other side protests, there's nothing they can do to us.
Thank you for your hard work. We'll schedule a meeting later. Let's stay in touch.
Raphael politely waits for the lawyer to hang up first. Then he props his chin up on his hand and gives me a mysterious look in response to my obvious confusion.
I need to go home with you tonight. The painting is at your place.
Oh, conveniently, isn't it? What? Raphael snaps his fingers and leans towards me.
Time for a pop quiz. You get a prize if you guess the correct answer.
I can't even guess. I don't think I can guess. I'm lost.
If even you can't figure it out, then they won't be able to.
The painting that sold for a high price isn't sitting in the corner of my living room, is it?
Bingo. The painting at the auction was a forgery. Even the signature authorizing the sale was fake. I never received any payment, and the original is still in my possession. As long as we give this evidence to the police,
Okay, but why?
I'll be cleared of all charges.
Just to
As
catch
for
the
whether the
people?
auction house itself is involved in money laundering, that's up to the police to decide.
After explaining everything, he lets out a sigh of relief and leans back in his seat. I guess he just, did it to mess with him. Thank you for the hydrate, Spirit. I'm still trying to process what Raphael said when he suddenly acts like he just remembered something.
Oh no, I forgot the most important thing.
Huh?
Wait here.
Okay. He gets out of the car without saying anything else, turns the corner, and disappears into the alley up ahead. I have no idea what he's planning. Once I read through his latest interview for the third time, a beautifully wrapped bouquet of roses suddenly appears.
I don't have any experience with picking someone up from work. I almost forgot this. It's a good thing the florist's was still open.
Nice priorities. I take the flowers and immediately notice an envelope tucked among them. Raphael shrugs and gestures for me to open it. Inside the envelope is a contract written on a thin piece of paper. An employment contract amendment?
I want to use all my existing paintings and the new ones I create to pay for your bodyguard services.
What? I don't get it.
Simply put, sign your name and every painting I create from now on goes to you. Of course, you can always have Thomas handle things if that's what you prefer. Whatever makes you happy. People with ulterior motives hate dealing with someone like you. You're an outsider who's clearly on my side. It'll stop them from causing trouble.
Okay. But doesn't this mean...
You're a good bodyguard who can keep all those bothersome things away.
Okay. Raphael smiles, and I pull him closer. No, this means you want to sell yourself to me.
In that case, you've got yourself a good deal. Why aren't you signing the paper?
He's so cheeky. Or whether or not it's good is up for debate. There are plenty of people who want to mess with you.
I admit, I'm a troublesome hot mess. But there won't be a day when you get rid of me, yeah?
Raphael pulls out a pen from his pocket, twirls it, and then places it in my hand.
When I was trapped in this car, I could have saved myself. But at that moment, I felt like I really understood what it meant to be alone and helpless. That's when I wondered, was there someone out there who knew full well that even though being tied to me would bring endless amounts of trouble, she still couldn't bear to leave me alone?
With each word, Raphael leans in a little more. Whenever you give me that kind of sweet talk, I don't know if I'm getting the deal of a lifetime or in the process of being duped. Under Raphael's watchful gaze, I solemnly sign my name, then add a couple of lines to the terms below.
You signed it, cutie. You can't back out now.
I guess I'm willing to be duped.
But why did you add an expiration date? You're only willing to take responsibility for me for 1 month?
1 month covers the aftermath of this. We can always renew if necessary. It's like, she's like, I gotta have a prenup. She's like, this sounds like a trick for marriage. We gotta have some conditions. Since we've signed this kind of contract in the eyes of outsiders...
Even if I'm nothing but trouble, I'm the trouble that's bound to you.
Yeah, I play a lot of Love and Deepspace. I only recently started streaming it, but I'm a huge Love and Deepspace player. Our names are already next to each other on the paper. It doesn't matter if the contract is in effect. I'll stand by his side no matter what.
Perfect. The mood's great and rush hour is over. Let's actually go for a spin.
Oh, also, welcome home, Lady Kenneth. What do you think of the Silas Vamp banner? It was really great. I got the companion, and we last week played the Silas card on stream. It was like a 5-hour stream where I narrated the whole thing. But I really, really enjoyed it. I think that it was probably one of the best written things in Love and Deepspace. It was amazing. Raphael fastens my seatbelt for me before stepping on the accelerator. The sudden movement catches me off guard. The night wind rushes to meet us, and the brilliant lights on either side of this road flash like turning pages. I sit beside Raphael as we weave through the city streets. We're heading to the riverside beneath the setting sun.
Open the glove compartment. Don't you want to see what's inside?
No? Here we go.
Stare any longer and you'll distract me.
He got me chocolates. One piece of chocolate isn't that distracting, right?
You know what I want.
Aw. That's so sweet.
We need a more private place.
Oh, okay. Oh, and you're gonna drive like this to it? Show off. Why is there no one else on this road?
Want to feel the evening breeze?
Are we not? I mean, yeah, but like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait.
You can't move with this.
Oh, we kissing. Oh, they're kissing.
There isn't any space here, you know.
What? Uh-huh. Really? Don't question that. They all knew. They all knew. They were like, get out of his way. Really? Let me try.
Shouldn't you play along?
He's so funny.
It's not cold. We can stay here for a bit.
You better behave. What? Oh, okay, we're back in the car. Oh, we're not in the car. My spatial awareness is going crazy right now.
The weather's nice. The moon is rounder and more gorgeous than last time.
Tonight's scenery is beautiful. Is that why you brought me here?
It's because I have my darling Miss Bodyguard. I trust her with everything.
It is getting spicy.
With you, I can always look forward to the scenery.
That was cute. It's funny how, like, how he was like, can you please? For this game, does it censor or is it safe for YouTube? It usually doesn't get much worse than that. There's one card I know of, but there's never any nudity. There might be, like, some suggestive stuff, but it usually doesn't get too intense. Yeah. That usually, like, I think the most intense example is, yeah, there's an Xavier card, and then the most recent Zane myth are both pretty spicy. But like, compared to, yeah, Caleb kind of has one, but if you compare the intimacy in this game to the intimacy in most games, there's a lot of things that are suggested in Love and Deep Space, but nothing that is shown. The game is still rated, I believe, 13+ in the United States. Because compared to other games, it's just not as tense. They have raised the rating in China, I believe, to be 18+, but overseas for us it's still like 13+, I think. Yeah. So we should be good. I don't think this is technically a spicy card. I think that Raphael's just kind of a needy guy. I believe that all of the implications there were exactly what you think they were. And we could know what he was about. Moonlight spills across the river to create shimmering ripples on the water's surface. I lie contentedly in Raphael's embrace. Our time spent near the river flows away without me realizing it. The scenery is beautiful, but it's getting late. When should we head back?
Do you remember our pop quiz from earlier? Let's stay for a while longer. I have a surprise for you after midnight.
Now I'm completely lost.
So, like, remember when we were fixing the car? Your watch picked up energy fluctuations from a protocore.
Oh, yeah, it sure did, didn't it? You have a lead?
All your questions will be answered in 2 hours.
2 hours! Raphael holds up 2 fingers. Thank you, Raphael. But this is something I should do by myself since it's my job.
Being my bodyguard, helping me find inspiration, spending a couple of days mixing paints just because of an idea I suddenly came up with. Why do I never think about how my work matters shouldn't trouble you?
Raphael reaches out. His fingers touch mine and slowly slide between them until they're tightly entwined.
When will you realize that the distance between us no longer exists?
The warmth of our clasped hands shields me from the night breeze. Maybe we stopped needing to worry about such things long ago. I gently squeeze his hand that I'm holding. All right, then. For these 2 hours, I'll go anywhere with you. It doesn't matter what you want to see.
Only 2 hours?
That can also be renewed. Raphael chuckles softly and leans in to kiss my cheek.
It's signed and sealed. You can't back out now.
Oh. It's 1:30 a.m. On the Riverside Road, engineers roar as every car races recklessly at speeds past the speed limit. Raphael follows behind them. He tries to maintain a safe distance, but an unsettling tension still hangs in the air. Why are they driving like that? It's as if they have a death wish.
Since last month, there's been an increase in illegally modified cars here. They race from midnight until dawn.
Street racers!
Hold on tight. They think we're in the way. I need to step on the gas.
The tires grip the asphalt with tremendous force, and the engine's speed sends slight tremors throughout the entire car. Vehicles on both sides box us in. At high speeds, even the slightest steering wheel adjustment could spell disaster. The night silence is shattered. Suddenly, my watch sends an alert about a change in some protocore energy.
Did you spot it? Their power source.
They're using protocores to modify their engines.
Wade said that cars have been driving into the park every night lately. He found it strange, but he couldn't investigate. This kind of thing is under the Hunters Association's jurisdiction.
Follow them. I'll record these cars and send the data to Captain Jenna.
It'll be a piece of cake.
Raphael tightly grips the steering wheel and pushes the car to its absolute limit as the speedometer needle swings wildly before settling back.
The one on the right. Did you get it?
It's crystal clear.
Hold on tight. I'm turning.
Are you turning like you did earlier? Yep, he sure is. Raphael yanks the steering wheel, and the sports car slides less than half a meter before cutting perfectly through the curb.
They really think they can shake me off that easily?
Thank you, Pi, for the follow. Welcome home, my dear. I hope you're doing well. You've got a smug expression on your face.
You don't like it?
I really like it. Raphael and I share a knowing smile through the rearview mirror. Only when I confirm that all the vehicle information I recorded is visible does he exit the racing lane and drive away victorious. One month later, I submit my final report to the system. The protocore smuggling case is over. Once I get my Raphael cosplay wig. Do you cosplay Raphael? Let's go! I love to hear that.
A prominent art trading group is suspected of protocore smuggling. Currently, they're under investigation.
That's why he did the whole setup with the things, is because they were not good people. He's so tricky. Raphael is so tricky. They all are. They just need to... I wish they would just tell me what's happening.
Police say they can't rule out the connections between this group and ongoing money laundering cases.
Maybe Raphael saw the whole picture from the start. On that day, we were outside the auto repair shop when I asked about why he suddenly wanted to fix the car. He only chuckled and took my hand. You could have fixed your car at any time. Why now? Is it really just because you feel like you can take care of yourself now?
There is another reason, yeah. This car is great. It can take us to any corner of the world. And you said you wanted to travel. I'm just getting ready in advance.
Are you serious?
Obviously. What about you, cutie? Won't you come with me? Let me take the wheel. I'll drive us toward an unknown future. You trust me, right?
From what I remember, Raphael was earnest and resolute. Isn't the answer obvious? If he had to ask that, I must have been an inadequate bodyguard.
You still have 30 minutes before you can get off work. But I don't mind waiting.
What happened?
I woke up from my afternoon nap and wanted to walk around. So I followed the coast and ended up at the ferry terminal. I'm tired. I don't want to walk back. Can you pick me up?
You need a bodyguard and a driver?
I left my car at the gallery. But going from your workplace to the gallery isn't exactly convenient for you, yeah?
If it's your car, then maybe I could swing by. The corners of my mouth are involuntarily raised as I hang up and look at Tara. Tara, can I borrow that volumizing hairspray you mentioned? The one that's good at making hair fluffy?
Here, you have a date tonight, huh?
Clocked. Of course, I have to fix my hair and take my artist out for a spin. It's so cute. What a nice card. It was like a little bit spicy, but not overly spicy. The cinematic was nice. If I can get personal for a minute, like, I've never been a fan of cars, and I think it's because just the way that I was raised, and that, like, my prejudice has more to do with my personal experience. So whenever people have really fancy cars and they show them to me, I'm like, okay. Like, I'm never really all that impressed. And the thing is that I'm trying to find more appreciation for cars in general, because I understand that they are like feats of engineering, and they are, you know, a lot of mental work and a lot of patience and a lot of love go into cars. And I'm like, I can understand why people love them. I just have to break the mentality that I have towards them and be like, okay, they're not my thing necessarily, but I still want to have an appreciation for them, because they are like a pretty intense feat. If you think about it, cars are kind of robotics. Are we not to that point? Or we can say that cars somewhat are in line with robotics? I don't know. Maybe I'm making stuff up. But yeah, what a nice card. I've been wanting to go back
and play through some of my old cards. And somebody brought up, I want to do it as a YouTube series. I don't necessarily want to do it as a stream series. But I've been talking more and more about doing a series where I narrate the main story of Love in Deepspace. And some of that is just so that, like, when people are at work, or if you want to revisit the story and you can't take the time to read through all of it, that way you can have a clean version where all the lines are read for you. And you can get through it really easily, so if you want to revisit anything, you can. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a nice card. Yeah, liking cars is a taste that takes time. I only like the artistic vision of cars because of my dad. He would work on cars. I only appreciate them because of him. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, if you have somebody in your family who works on a lot of cars, buggies and Novas are my favorite. Buggy, like VW. I used to drive a VW Bug. It had this weird issue, though, where it would, like, bunny hop start. And I was scared to drive it, because I would start driving it and it would bunny hop, like the engine would bunny hop, and then the car would shut down as I started to drive it. And, my parents didn't know this, but when I took it to the shop to get it fixed, the mechanic at the shop told me that whoever sold me this car, I knew it had been used, but they neglected to tell me that it had been in a car crash at some point, because he said that the axis of the car was, like, really badly displaced. I don't know what that means, but that's what the mechanic told me. And I was like, oh. And I was like, how does one fix that? And what the mechanic told me is that basically there was no way to really fix it other than, like, taking the car apart and putting it back together. And he's like, and you're not going to find an American mechanic who will do that with a VW Bug. VWs, it's very hard to find people who will work with German engineering. It's what he told me, essentially. So, I eventually ended up not continuing with the VW Bug. Yeah. That was really nice. I really enjoyed that. I hesitate to get into anything else because, like I said, right now, I've got a lot on my plate, and I had scheduled for us to do some of the Silas event story, but I was revisiting it on my own, and I was like, you know, we already did the myth. We did 5 hours of Silas myth, so I think just the Rafayel card for today. And I desperately need to get back to work. I made some really good progress today, and I don't want to wrap this day with my project where it is now. So I'm gonna wrap up stream. I know it's an incredibly short stream. Tomorrow should be longer. Tomorrow we will be doing a soft-spoken stream. We'll be playing Infinity Nikki, and I can't remember if I scheduled wardrobe for tomorrow or exploration, but it doesn't really matter. I schedule these things and then we end up not doing what it is that I scheduled. The important part is that I'll be playing Infinity Nikki. So that will be tomorrow at, what's today, Wednesday? Okay, that'll be tomorrow at around the same time as this stream. Whatever time zone you're in, just like whatever time it is now, minus an hour and a half, and that's when we're starting tomorrow. And yeah. This was a great time. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make me do math, I know. I'm just trying to remember if there was somebody at home tomorrow to take care of everything, and there's not. So that means that I have to be available all afternoon tomorrow. So, oh my goodness. There's a lot of people online right now. Oh, this is great. If you're on Twitch, I'm gonna raid us into Joe. I don't think I've gotten to raid Joe in a while. So if you're on Twitch, I'm gonna send us over there. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for coming. This is where I bid you a good night, a good time zone. If you haven't eaten something, make sure to eat something. Go get something to drink. Take your medicine if you haven't. And remember, you always have a home here. All right. Bye-bye.